breeze blowing, storm clouds moving in. Whatever's gonna happen, it's about to be. I remember what the drunk donkey told me when he said, son, don't fear. Mike's where the page life is about to be. Then he's gonna tell you about the wind and the rain. Gonna tell you which way it's going, if it's gonna be a hurricane. Don't you worry about the news that they try to hide. Just click on Mike's page, Drunk Donkey Nationwide. There'll always be some haters, but they don't understand that Mike's got a friend and 100,000 more across the land. Well, if you want to know it first and you want to know it right and you want to have time to plan, Drunk Donkey Nation tells your friend Mike, he's your man. Then he's gonna tell you all about the wind and the rain. Gonna tell you if it's gonna be a storm or if it's gonna be a hurricane. Don't you worry about the news others try to hide. Click on Mike's page, Drunk Donkey Nationwide. Yeah, here at Mike's page, Drunk Donkey Nation Pride.
All right, we are live. The day after Christmas. It's always a weird feeling, right? You get so worked up and it's like before Thanksgiving, you're like, oh my God, it's so far away and now it's over. It's so sad, but it was good. I hope everybody had an awesome holiday. We sure did. Louis even got a bone. Funny thing is, we found a bone that Santa left him last year, and it was in the stocking all year long. So he got a BOGO bone special. A rubber bone, not one that you eat, because otherwise we would have thrown it away. But he was excited. He got double bonage. So I hope you did have a great Christmas, everybody. We sure did here at the Boylan house. I posted a few pictures. Hope Santa Claus brought up everything you wanted and more. Hope the kiddos had a great time. All the kids out there in the world. We watched a bunch of Christmas movies. We love the Clauses and didn't watch Christmas Chronicles this year. We usually watch that one. This year we went back to the original Santa Claus. So we'll be live today and tomorrow. It's our daily brew. We're going to talk about weather. A little bit of weather. How's Miss Shelley Ross doing over there on the other side of the state? Shelley, you have a good Christmas? I hope so. Good morning, Miss Mary. Good morning, Miss Cindy. Candy, good morning, Eric. What's up, Eric? Valentine's Day merch is out. K Joam over there says. So, Scott, good morning. What's up, Angel Baby? 3 inches of rain, Chris, and I believe it on Christmas Day, right? Yeah, you got it, Shelley. You deserve more, but we got our cruise coming up, too. That'll be fun. What's up, Mr. Jeff? Mr. Robbins, good morning. Hey, I gave my coffee to Mom and Dad. They were very happy. Thank you. Willow, all the way from Jupiter. That's a long way away. Oh, my goodness. So we do have a little bit of weather talking about. We got weather coming up. Thought this was hilarious from ABC. Our Teddy went back to the North Pole. Sad day. But he'll be back again next year. But our Daily Brew, of course, brought to you by our great friends at ABC. I hope you got to visit them over the holidays. We sure did. And then some. It's the official parent refueling station. So, is anybody else confused on what day it is today? Like, I have no idea what day it is today. I had to look at my calendar like 10 times now. I didn't, Christmas on a Monday is weird. Like, today's Tuesday. I'm so behind. It's Tuesday, which is good, I guess, a short work week, right? So big thanks to ABC. Hey, also I want to shout out to another one of our great supporters. As you know, Furman's been a big partner of ours for years. Lowe's today. First off, Furman is in every Lowe's, which is amazing. But today, they're doing this special like 25 days of Christmas at Lowe's. They're doing a one-day $300 off sale on this particular model, the 3342. So if you've been procrastinating and you just got that bug to get something today, Lowe's is doing an amazing deal on our good friends at Furman. So I'd like to do a little shout out there. And what else we got pulled up? I got this little thing we'll pull up. We'll just leave this up while we chit chat. This is all the big weather stories from last year. There's only one hurricane that was $1 billion weather outbreak. I hate the word disaster. But, of course, that was Idalia. But these are all the events that we had. We had a Minnesota hailstorm August 11th. Hailstorm June 21st up in the Rockies. California flooding January, February, March. Anything in the south, we had southern eastern severe weather March 24th, 26th. That was a tornado outbreak. We had another one across Louisiana June 11th and 14th. Hailstorms in Texas in September and May. So there's all your weather. We had big flooding up in the Northeast in July, tornadoes in March, and around the Great Lakes region. But only one tornado, or one hurricane. Morning, Miss Mary. Good morning, Mr. Richard Sanford. Tracy says we made it through Christmas. That's right. I felt good this year. Good morning, Mr. James. Oh, Scott got a swag. We appreciate you supporting. I always feel like I gotta, have the certain quality of gifts for everybody, unique and special. And I get a lot of stress over that every year, trust me. And I always feel complete when I reach that task of something special and unique. I got Julie a hat that says, sorry about my husband. Sorry about my husband. She thought it was hilarious. So, anyway, all right, we got a little weather to talk about. I want to say hi to everybody. The shirt is fantastic. Scott, great. Bill's stopping by ABC for some Chardonnay. Coneheads. Awesome. Hey, by the way, I'm on Cameo. I can't believe it. My buddy Reed Timmer told me I should, so I did. He didn't, directly tell me, but we kind of follow each other. And I'm like, if Reed does it, I'm going to do it. So, had a bunch of them over Christmas. So that was pretty fun. So if you're into that kind of thing, you want to shout out, there you go. It's kind of cool, I guess. Raymond from Barbados. How about that? And I know Shelly posted a bunch. We're live tomorrow too, but then we're off for a few days. I got a little family vacation. So really wacky couple months ahead. I got my big event in Orlando the end of January. That's usually we're off a week, and then of course we got Daytona coming up the end of February, and then we got our cruise. So there'll be a few weeks that we're kind of off, but I still post 24/7. You can count on that. Just we won't have our live on Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, or Monday. Here's weather going on right now. Currently, big blizzard in the middle U.S. right now. Big blizzard. Backside of this low spinning, which I'm going to show you. So a lot of winter advisories spiraling down at cold attic air. Blizzards in the middle part of the U.S. We got big winds out west again with the Pacific low. A little bit of fog in Florida due to some muggy air. big rains in the mountains we're going to talk about. That's kind of the biggest story on tap right now. Currently, here's what the radar looks like. That's a tremendous low pressure area spinning. Look at that. Isn't that amazing? What if we go more frames on this? Yeah, oh heck yeah, we can go 18 frames. This is awesome. Hunter. So here's the current radar. So look at this big old backside low here, spinning down some wintry weather. Hunter. He keeps going out of the room. I know what he's thinking. William from Hope Sound. Good morning. Allison, Maine. Good morning. Jazz loves our puppy. Miss Candy Knowles. Good morning. Pretty wild to see these low pressures spinning. All right, all this cold Arctic air coming around. Here's the big rains. So we just had an alert from the Weather Prediction Center to watch these rains. So this is what left Florida. Florida yesterday was mucky, right? We had those rains that came across the state, southeast. Kind of missed the middle part with a lot of rain. We had a good little soaking here in Tampa, but a lot of rain to the south. You could see it on radar. It kind of opened up, and most of it went south Tampa Bay. A lot of rain, though, for the peninsula yesterday. This whole same general area is going to be hugging the coast. We got some heavy rain currently to worry about in the mountains right here. So we do have a flood risk today, mainly Carolinas there. Josh, thank you, buddy. We had a great Christmas. Hope you did, too. So flooding to watch right now. They just issued a advisory. We can have up to 4 inches an hour. So a lot of heavy rain to worry about here. So nothing official, but flash flooding in the mountains today, and watch that today in the mountains. So let's look at what's ahead. Because since weather right now is a little quiet, there's really nothing on the Storm Prediction Center map for severe storms today. I thought we might get one along coastal areas. I still think there's a chance there as this low pressure hugs the Gulf Stream. We could have some sneaky little storms coming in off the Gulf tonight, later today, tonight, and even into tomorrow for the Outer Banks region of the Carolinas. So we'll watch that, definitely. For sure. Let's go check out the future, though. So there's some interesting weather coming in we need to talk about. So there is a little bit of snow chance possibly Friday. So if you're looking for snow chasing and you want to go to the Smokies, they're even talking about some snow this Friday night, Friday into Saturday, basically. Maybe some flurries as far south as Alabama and northern Georgia. This is all before New Year's. Possible. I posted that earlier. So let's go to Tropical Tidbits. Show what's cooking. And this is generally the whole thinking of what's going on in the next week of weather. Huge low pressure up here currently, bringing in some big wintry weather to the north. Leftovers, rains across Florida. This is going to hug the East Coast today. This is throughout today into tonight. Here's tomorrow morning, Wednesday. Still bringing some rain across the region. Some of this is low pressure, 1007. Not scaring anybody, but we got a lowering pressure, could bring in some spiraling winds tomorrow. So definitely thinking through later today and tonight, into tomorrow, we could see some coastal winds and waves for sure as this little low pressure scoots by. This is tomorrow. And then it gets on out of here. Now here's that secondary surge. Talking a lot about this last week, and it's still showing up. So down in Florida, we're going to get another push. These are all from those El Nino winds coming in across the Pacific. So it does appear very likely that we're going to see a surge of peninsula rains, maybe inching in Wednesday later, but mainly Thursday. Here's Thursday morning. This has been showing up very consistently. A secondary surge on this backside of the front here as we get into Thursday, and there it is. I mean, no storms, just yet, but definitely showing Thursday rains here across southern Florida peninsula. All right, and here's where it gets interesting with the snow forecast. So if you're heading up to the Smokies, this big old spiraling backside low is still going to be coming in, another little spinner here, and we have the 540 line dipping really far south. This is the line of freezing frozen precip. So as we get into Friday morning, it's even touching Florida now. We're not showing any chances really that far south. If there was any moisture at all, Friday morning, listen, this is a secret between you and I, right? A little secret. Lance, Tommy Mac. So, I'm not going to post it because it would be probably hype. But with that 540 line dipping this far south, Gulf effect snow is like lake effect snow. You get any moisture bubbling out here, you never know. You might get a teeny weeny little chance of a flurry or two across the upper Gulf. Not saying it's any official, but that 540 line is really dipping south. Now, as we get into Friday, this whole snow idea here, it does appear likely, at least in the Smokies here, we're going to see some snow Friday into Saturday. Some of these snow little showers could make it down into middle northern parts of Georgia, Alabama. So something to just kind of watch. This is Friday, Saturday, before the new year. Now, this also is bringing in a big old surge of cold air even farther south. So as we get into the new year, we're going to have some cold air down here in the southeast. This is Saturday morning right here. You can kind of see where our little system's set up. So, hey, I tell you what, Friday, Saturday, man, we're going to see some flurries, at least in the Smokies. I don't know about how far south it's going to go, but, man, I bet you there's somebody out there talking about it. Keys, is that how you say it? Hello from South Carolina. Steve hates snow. Well, it won't be a lot. So, all right. So let's keep on going. How low will we go? That's right. That's a Grease song, right, Tina? How low will it go? How low? John Travolta. Cheers, by the way. Did anybody get a Louis cup for Christmas? Katie, 100%. Our local 7-Eleven tricked me the other day. They had firewood, and it was in the red bag like the stuff you buy at Publix, and I got excited, so I bought 6 of them. I picked the bags up, and they weighed like nothing. I'm like, what? I had a Publix bag at the house. I weighed it about twice the weight. Same price, different sticker, same bag. I'm like, never buy firewood again at my 7-Eleven because they got smaller quantity, same price. All right, so here's New Year's snow Saturday. Then New Year's Day. Listen, here's New Year's night. Anybody going up to New York, see the ball drop? Weather looks great. So at least in New Year's, here's pretty darn good. Could be a little upper level rains here across the upper Gulf. But I wanted to show that snow chances, and then we're going to talk more weather here because there is another system coming in from behind right after New Year's that there's a lot of chit chat about lower southern snow, and it's showing up very consistently right there. This is the GFS. Again, it's the GFS right after the New Year's. There's our next real cold front, it looks like, with moisture attached to it. This has been showing up really consistently on all models, but somewhere down here we can see some snow. This is Tennessee, obviously northward, but going into the 2nd, 3rd, 4th, maybe we could see some pretty significant snow maybe from this little guy, and this will be the next little system to watch. This is right after the New Year, and it's been pretty consistently showing up on the Euro too. And what's interesting about this little guy, it's a little bit deeper low, as you can see, exiting here on the 2nd. So that could be the what's next that we're watching as far as, East Coast impacts, snow. So that's that. Let's look at the latest Euro. These are all on Tropical Tidbits. Just to clarify, consistency, here is the Euro for tonight. There's our little low setting up off of Jacksonville, Savannah there. 1,006 millibar. Like I said, we can get a little sneaky winds and rains throughout the day, tonight, and tomorrow, Wednesday. This is the Euro, 1007, nothing to worry about, but we could see some little storms rolling in off of the Gulf Stream there up towards, eastern Carolinas into Virginia tomorrow. And there it clears out. Heavy rain. Here's Wednesday night, tomorrow. Here's that secondary surge getting into Thursday morning on the Euro. There it is. Boom, passes through. Quick little El Nino upper level winds bringing in some moisture for the peninsula. Very, very confident on Thursday rains. This doesn't show you precipitation on snow, but look at this. 540 line dipping down into Florida, which would indicate snow possibilities into northern Georgia and Alabama Friday. So we could see snow. Doesn't show it, but it would be snow on the Euro. But look at that. We could see some snow dipping south. So this is Friday night, this week, road trip. You're going to see snow, I'm telling you, for sure in the mountains. But we can see some dipping south with that dip in the cold. And then, going into after the new year, here's that next little line coming down. This is the January 2nd right here, January 2nd. So it does look like we got a little powerful cold front coming down. And, this low here, 998. So timestamp this. This is Tuesday, January 2nd. Low pressure, 998. This is our next front. Now, the GFS, same timestamp, a little higher to the north, but the same general idea, deepening low pressure, 994. So somewhere in this region here, right after the first, we're going to see low pressure, which means a lot of wind and waves and possible coastal storms to watch, thanks to El Nino. So I feel confident on all this happening. Here's our surge of rain Thursday right there. Nothing to worry about as storms goes by, but that's going to bring rain to Florida Peninsula Thursday on the icon. Here's our 540 dip into Friday. Possible flurries. I'm telling you what. That's a really big dip in the 540 line. I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you. There are moisture showing here on the upper Gulf on Saturday, Friday night into Saturday. I would not be surprised to see a flurry or two. Just looking at all that. Precipitable water is going to be there. I don't think the icon has that feature here on tidbits. Let's see. Oh, let's see. P-Watt. Here is... could be, you never know. Lake effect, I'm telling you, lake effect moisture is real. I'm telling you. There will be some moisture. Pockets trying to roll in. Right here, little window here, some moisture possibly flowing in off the Gulf. So, I don't know. Enough of that. But hey, wouldn't that be something? Oh, man. For sure. Crystal, we had a great Christmas. Thank you. P what? Precipitable water. Linda, how you doing, grandbaby? That's great. The 9th. Head to New Orleans. Congrats, Linda. Morning, T. Martinez. What's happening? Pembroke Pines had rain. We had a great holiday, Bob. Thank you. James, what's the weather in California for the new year? Hey, James, you heading out west? What's up? Let's take a look. I was trying to think if I knew before I looked. Basically, we're looking at any part of California. Let's see, 24 hour. Let's take a look, 24 hour. So we know that nothing. Look at that. Oh boy. All right. Moisture-wise, here's New Year's Eve, California. And then as we get into New Year's Day, it all disappears. Meaning the system, whatever system's there is gone. So it looks like it could be a little rainy on New Year's Eve, maybe. James, here's New Year's Eve afternoon. And then as we get into New Year's, That was New Year's Eve. Sorry, I'm like a day ahead of myself. But here's New Year's Eve. Look, not bad. And then New Year's Day. So your best chance of rains are going to be actually like Saturday. Sunday's New Year's Eve looks awesome. So, hey, no rain at least for you, James. Gotta like that, right? No big system. So that's good. Christy gave her son the Storm Chaser mug for Christmas. Oh, cool. That's cool, Christy. Thank you. Sharing the story there. Yeah. Well, it's gonna be chilly. Man, so what do you think? Should I create weather drama and post that we could see upper Gulf snowflakes? Would that that would probably cause some, oh man, probably. I could just go out on a limb. And I wish this thing actually had snow, but it really doesn't. This isn't the best tool for showing snowflakes. Let's see. Snow depth. Precipitable type might be good. Let's see what this one looks like. Let's see. I got precipitable type. Let's put this on here. Hey! That's rain. Sorry. Darn it. I got excited. I thought it was blue for snow. Let's see here. Friday, Saturday. Are we getting any sneaky? Like one dot to verify. This is the Euro. So, I mean, here's the latest Euro for Friday. I mean, snow, northern Georgia. Mixture, rain with snow in Alabama. So, this is Friday night. This is like we talked about Saturday morning. This weekend coming up. Snow in the mountains. Saturday would probably be the day, Saturday evening, if we were to get anything down here. I'm going to absolutely go bonkers if I see a white dot pop up. I don't know if we'll have enough moisture in the air or not. There's Saturday 1 p.m. Look at temperature right now. Saturday 1 p.m. on... Yeah, see, it's only 52. '30s on Saturday night, though. Saturday morning, 37, 35. I mean, 32 in Montgomery, Alabama. So we can have some freezing temps. There's Crestview 34 this Saturday. This is this weekend coming up. Perry 39. This is Saturday morning coming up. Yeah, I'm going to wait. I'm wrong a lot. I don't want to be wrong again. Here's 37 for Perry. So it's going to be in the 30s this weekend. For sure. New Year's Eve night might even be colder. Let's see here. No. Maybe 34 New Year's Eve. Yeah, 34. So we'll have some freezing temps. Panama City, Sunday morning, 39 degrees. Foley, 35. So yeah, I know. All right, maybe not. Maybe there's no moisture in the air. I'll tell you what, though, if I look at those 12Z models today and I see any sort of precipitation popping in, it's not going to be heavy. But now next week, here's what really is showing up around the 2nd next week. So we go to the 2nd. Here's that next system that's coming in. That's a big front. And some of the models have been showing quite a bit of chances of snow dipping down into upper Alabama, upper Georgia. This is next Monday night into Tuesday. So this has been real consistent with a really big cold mass with moisture next week, right around the 2nd. So that will be kind of what we watch in this area. There could be some snow dip. I mean, they're even showing a little bit of snow dipping into Carolina, South Carolina, on the latest Euro. So there is a dip coming. So you won't have to go too far for possible seeing a trace of snow. I mean, this is the Euro, Atlanta 0.1. Coleman, Alabama, I've been there before. Florence 1.4. These are going to change. Here's the GFS. I mean, GFS showing 1.5 inches in Atlanta. Most of this is coming down on that New Year's system that comes into the second. So, a pretty big snow coming in possibly. I mean, this is the GFS. But wouldn't this be something? 8 inches for Gatlinburg on the second. Even the Euro showing 1 inch. So this will get tweaked. But that second system, this is snowfall hitting farther south. We'll see. That's what El Nino does. We get that big dip in the jet stream, and it could. GFS really bringing the snow. Holy cow! That's a lot of snow for the GFS. This is around the, it's a tremendous amount of snow. We'll see that verified. Obviously, it's going to bounce around, but this would be around the second heavy snow. Yeah, see, then the 0. 0Z didn't show it. God, no, it did. Never mind. Yeah, so hey. Do y'all hear the Applebee's song for Christmas? Something about Christmas, like, it's your birthday. It's funny, we were watching that. All right, so there's weather upcoming. I guess if you're living in the South, the second, we'll see how strong this little system is. That looks like our next line of storms. This is next Tuesday, 2 a.m. on the Euro and 2 a.m. on the GFS. So it looks like we do have a frontal line coming in on the second. Possibility of snow going south. So that'll be what we watch. New Year's Day night. Possibility of snowfall for New Year's. And quite a bit according to the GFS for New Year's night into the second. Pretty cool. I believe it. I believe the consistency in the models. We talked about it last week, and still showing up. So, anyways, Birmingham, Alabama. There's a chance. Look, this would be maybe like New Year's Day night. Maybe a little bit of sprinkles for you there in Birmingham. It's been showing up. Been showing up consistently. How far south it goes? Here's the Euro showing a few little flakes, possibly Monday night. This is Monday night, the 1st. So yeah, I'd definitely be watching. I'm not gonna post anything about North Florida snowflakes yet, though. But that 540 line is definitely pretty low. I'll be very curious if we get a little white dot popping up here, possibly. But, it probably will never reach the surface is the problem. Even though that 540 line, man, I think I had a bug fly in my ear. Post it. No. Hey, T. Martinez the 5th. Oh, God, I don't know if I feel confident going out that far for the 5th. That's more than 10 days. I don't know if, Yeah, let's give it a couple days. Dave. Good morning, Mr. Dave Waters. Okay. Well, how about that? So we got weather figured out. The Connie's going on a cruise ship. Anybody going on a Royal Caribbean this week? Because we are. Anyway, all right. Well, that's it. I'll tell you, we got a little weather confidence here. We got big rains right now currently. Let's leave this on. So there's a chance for some flooding right now. The heavy stuff's in South Carolina, spinning up towards the eastern part of the Smokies. So you're getting a lot of rain. It could be some flooding to worry about there. That's about it weather-wise. We got a big blizzard in the middle U.S. right now. Secondary surge of rains through Florida on Thursday down for the peninsula. Nothing strong showing on that. And then cold weather dipping down Friday. For that, my weather models has been acting up here. I reached out to them. I updated all my stuff, but it still won't update. But let's see the temperatures. It's going to be pretty chilly. So if in the next couple of days, but then we get a really big cool down coming. You can just see this come down. Here's lows for Thursday, 30s for the upper Gulf. Friday, 30s now entering Florida with 50s all the way down to Miami. This is on Friday morning. And Saturday gets really cold. I believe we might get our first falling iguana alert down in South Florida. Down they're showing up low 50s, 53 for Saturday morning. We'll have a bunch of 20s probably across northern Florida in the rural areas. 49 for Tampa, 45 for Orlando. And then on Sunday, even cooler, maybe for some, 49 for Fort Myers or Naples area on Sunday morning. And then it starts to slowly warm back up a little bit. So we're in for a stretch here. Even the third, that other system that we showed, our next real moisture cold front for at least the southeast Florida, bringing even cooler air. So we already got cooler air in place. Then the next front comes in and even brings it down even more. So we're entering now some pretty cold days ahead. 3rd, 4th, and 5th, possibly. I mean, here's the 3rd of January, 30s all the way down to Brooksville area, 49. So this is next week. So really, we're in for a pretty long stretch here. High temperatures for Wednesday. You got some 70s in eastern parts of the Carolinas tomorrow. And then that goes away. No 70s tomorrow or Thursday for anybody. Maybe the Keys are the only 70s. Thursday. Friday, there's your high temps. Not going to get out of the 50s on Friday for the northern part of the state, all the way to the upper Gulf. These are high temperatures. Highs for Saturday. Holy cow. Saturday for Orlando, it ain't going to get out of 58. High temperature Saturday. It's going to be chilly. Sunday, slow warm up. And then here comes the next front. Here's the 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th. So maybe the 4th or 5th next week, things kind of get back to the 70s. But until then, man, it's going to be chilly. Winter is here. Attic air, I know, right, Shelly? Only the diehards get my silly humor. All right, well, hey, listen, y'all, we'll be here tomorrow talking weather. Very curious about this little snowstorm possibly around the New Year's for north, how far south it gets. That's significant. Could be some big snow there in northern Georgia, Alabama, into the mountains and Carolina there. We'll see. Dolores wants to know about snow for Wisconsin. That's interesting. I think, let's see. How'd I end up in Canada? I was like, where am I? Well, nothing big coming. This is the next 10 days. Maybe some around lakes there. Maybe an inch around Green Bay. Maybe an inch for Milwaukee. This is a 10-day accumulation map. Duluth only 0.8. This is the next 10 days for y'all up there in Wisconsin. So even the GFS is showing nothing. An inch. I'm sure you don't consider that much, right? Over 10 days. Nothing in 5 days. Look at that. So the next 5 days, you get nothing. Zippo. Absolutely no snow for Wisconsin. Maybe with that system coming down after the New Year's, it might bring you a little bit. Crazy, right? They're going to have more snow in Georgia than you get in Wisconsin. So, there you go. There's weather in a nutshell, right? Hey, we're going on our 20th year of Mike's Weather Page. This year coming up, year 20. Can you believe it? 20 years. Started in 2004. Crazy. Right? Technically, we're in our 20th year, I guess. But 20 years. Regardless of when we started, we might be 20.5 already. I don't know. 20 years. So appreciate you riding along, talking weather. Here's that massive jet stream. This thing's amazing. This is what's fueling all the weather right now. This is current look here. So this Pacific jet stream is going to bring in that juice into southern Florida Thursday. It's going to have a little moisture attached to it, and it's going to bring in the rains for Thursday across the peninsula of Florida. Thank you, El Nino. Another look here at the water video. This ought to be sexy. Look at this. This is cool. Look at that. That is badass. Wow. That's cool, man. That's like a massive mid-level low across central U.S. right now. Look at that. And that's beautiful or what? Look at that. Big old low. Bringing in the big old blizzard in the backside. Pushing that moisture up through the Carolinas this morning and northward. That is massive. Isn't that nuts or what? Just leave it right there. So there you go. We'll be live again tomorrow. Don't forget our good buddies at Done Right Roofing here locally in Pinellas, Pasco, Hillsboro. If you need any roofing, they're our good friends. Also, Direct Remodels located here. The I-4 corridor is their big market, and they have a 40% off discount if you want hurricane windows. One of the biggest companies here in the state. Big fans of our page, and they offer an amazing discount because they're big MWP fans. They just want to help out. So if you're in the market, give them a click. I got it right here above the YouTube link. Direct Remodels. Good people. So, all right, we'll be live tomorrow. Hope you have a great day. I got a lot to do here, so I'm going to sign off, and we'll be watching winter weather, winter wonderland. Big winter weather coming New Year's. It looks like no storms on the horizon, though. There's really nothing significant to talk about there, so that's always good news. All right, see you tomorrow, Coneheads.